Ooh. Yes, that was me doing sound effects. Senior Mo and Nurse Linda, Part 3, Halloween and pumpkins. That was a pumpkin. It's not a real pumpkin. It's a dollar plastic thing from Walmart, which I hope people come and donate candy to me. And that's Nurse Linda. This is Dr. Charles Campbell. Santa Claus. Okay. Give everybody a thrill there. They're going, oh no! Ah! Well, that's pumpkins. Now, Charlie Brown, he is one of the highest earners of dead people. I can't remember. I think he's maybe the top one.
I think he's the top.
Yeah.
That TV show in 1966 actually transformed Halloween into what we know today. It just took it out of kind of like it was a fun thing to do to being mainstream. And we're going to talk about pumpkins and the history of the jack-o'-lantern, which is important. But I want to start with a pumpkin fact that Dr. Charles, you may not know. Pumpkins come in 4 colors. Do you know what all 4 colors? I mean, true colors.
Red, green, blue, and black. That's primary colors.
No, yes, not quite.
No.
The usual orange. They also come in green, which I think most people have seen. They also come in blue. I mean, this is a blue. It's a light blue color. It's very interesting.
Food should not be blue. That's the color that
I saw one for the first time a couple years ago and I was shocked. And white. Pumpkins are white. And they're not albino pumpkins. They are white pumpkins.
Okay.
So, just a little fact about the pumpkins. The top pumpkin producing states in the nation are Ohio, New York, California, and Illinois.
Interesting.
Yes, yes.
I was thinking something like Idaho. Or...
Right, exactly. That's what I thought too. 1.1 billion pounds of pumpkins produced.
I saw something on the news about a 1,200-pound pumpkin. It was on a flatbed.
Oh yeah, they grow bigger than that. That's one of ours. The largest pumpkin ever carved, the largest jack-o'-lantern, was in 2005, 1,469 pounds. And that was in Pennsylvania, North Cambria, Pennsylvania.
Didn't I give you last year a pumpkin carving kit?
No, but I do have one. But no, I didn't remember that. So
Or I have to give somebody else. I bought it. I love artsy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And where you just scrape off a little bit and you put faces and really artwork and stuff. Not the little eyes and the jaggedy mouth. But
no, yeah, you do a lot more with it.
Yeah.
But the history of the jack-o'-lantern actually came out of a story about the man by the name of Jack, who was actually too mean to get into hell.
To get into what?
Into hell. The devil didn't want him.
Oh, I see. Too mean to get into hell.
Yeah. So now there's 2 different stories, but in the more extensive version, I'll make it quick, is that he had stolen something from somebody, from a bunch of church people. They were running through the town after him, and he met up with the devil, who said, it's your time to die. And Jack, being the mean old cuss that he was, said, look, let's play a trick on the church people. He told the devil, turn yourself into a coin, and I'll give it to them. I'll buy something. And then when they get it, you disappear. Make yourself disappear, and then they're going to fight with each other because who stole the coin. The devil thought this was a good idea, and he turned himself into a coin, and Jack took it and put it in his pocket next to a cross. Now the devil was trapped. He couldn't get out. When the devil finally did get loose, and Jack did actually die, when he got to hell, the devil says, oh, no way, dude. You're not coming here. He gave him a piece of coal.
Did he actually use the word dude?
He did not, but
Okay.
that's okay. That's the hippie coming out here.
Okay.
But he told him, he says, I don't want you here, but I'm going to give you this piece of coal. Go on your way, and this coal will never burn out. And Jack said, okay. Now Jack was dead. Jack couldn't get to hell. He couldn't get to heaven. He put this little coal in a carved out turnip, because turnips were his favorite food. And he put it in there, and he walks the earth to this day with his piece of lit coal in his turnip, in his lantern, which is a jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Okay.
I do remember reading that turnips were the first jack-o'-lanterns.
And this is where it came from Jack's favorite food, and this is what he did.
How did we get the pumpkins?
Well, this all originated in Ireland and England and those areas where that's what people started doing. They would put little burning candles and things like that and light up their windows. They started drawing faces on these things, carving out faces to scare away the evil spirits. Remember, back in the Celtic days, they would have to do that whole transition, souls, over to heaven and everything. When the tradition came to this country, we didn't grow those foods here, but we grew pumpkins here. The U.S., the pumpkin is a natural food to the U.S.
Is it really?
And that pumpkins were plentiful and they were bigger, and they were carving them out anyway to get the food out to make pies and other food. And that's where the pumpkin carving came from here in this country.
What year do you know?
Do not know. It's when everybody started coming over. So somewhere when the pilgrims came over and things like that, they brought those traditions with them, but didn't use the turnips. Beets were also used in
Beets
Europe.
were used, yeah, but they must have big beets.
They had to in order to do that. But that's where that came from, and that's how that continued. A couple things about the pumpkin. Pumpkins are actually fruit.
Ah, like a tomato.
Yes. It's got seeds in it. It's got a soft center. It is actually a fruit. Low in calories, fat, sodium, and high in fiber. It's actually very healthy for you.
I'll eat more pumpkin pie.
Be careful with the added sugar in the pumpkin pie. You have to be careful with that. Pumpkins are very good sources of vitamin A, vitamin B, potassium, protein, and iron. And that's what's important. You don't get iron from too many vegetable garden fruits.
Too much iron's not good for guys.
It's not. But as a rule, as a society, we don't get enough iron in our diets.
Oh.
So it's not a bad thing. They've been grown in North America for 5,000 years and in all the different colors.
Is it indigenous to any other country?
No, not to my knowledge. I don't want to be an authority on that, but to my knowledge, it is
I don't
not.
remember. They had pumpkins in England when I was there.
When you were there, because again, like everything else, everything is brought over now. Now, it may have been brought to this country. I don't know if it's indigenous to this country, if it was brought from South America or it came from here to South America, but I'm not sure. But it was one of the natural foods here.
That's something you can't Google on 5,000 years ago. Well, do you have any final words or thanks for, Halloween?
No, Halloween is one of the most captivating holidays that we have and celebrated by people of all ages, thanks to Charlie Brown. The adults are into it more than they used to be. The element of surprise makes it fun, unpredictable. And remember, if you're single, look in the mirror tonight. And if you see that spider, don't be afraid. Someone's watching over you.
Somebody must be watching over because I have spiders everywhere.
You're loved.
I
That's
don't mind spiders or snakes.
Ooh.
But I know you don't like spiders.
Totally arachnophobic, completely.
Yeah. Show everybody your ring.
Oh, that one? Or the bat ring?
The bat
ring.
The bat ring. There you go. Anyway, happy Halloween, folks. If you get a chance, stop in and bring your kids up to Ryan's because they do sort of support this program.
Yes.
And if you go tonight, I don't know how many people see this, but it'll be fun. Anyway, thanks for being here. We'll see you in a week talking about when's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is the 3rd or 4th Thursday in November.
We're going to talk about that pretty soon?
Oh, yeah.
Good. I look forward to learning how to make pumpkin pie.